First of all, and I think this is what every customer will have in the next 5 to 7 years, we will talk about cloud migration. So do we use the public cloud? Do we stay in the private cloud like with T-Systems? Will we have hybrid scenarios, etc.? Another very interesting topic around data migration challenges is mergers and acquisitions, as well as divestitures, especially in the COVID-19 crisis we have right now. And I will give some information here later on. The third thing, and I think this is a very important topic in the next 5 years for all SAP customers, is the S/4HANA migration as one of the most important and high prioritized data migration challenges. And this is immediately followed by harmonization. So when we are talking about S/4HANA migration, we also talk about harmonization. So how can we merge 2, 3, 4 or more SAP landscapes into one S/4HANA installation? So this is a question we will often get from our customers, and where we help our customers to harmonize the SAP data environment. And last but not least, and also very important, test data, because from a compliance perspective, test data is very, very important. And providing the test data and the anonymization of the test data to be GDPR compliant, this is another data migration challenges we see at our customers.
Rather than me talking about this high level, I wanted to give you an example of a customer in Africa that has been working on exactly that challenge. So they have an SAP environment, and we're looking at, hey, how can I make this more effective? The company is producing glass bottles or pharmaceutical and for healthcare purposes. And they have seen that the complexity is so high that they cannot cope with it. They cannot support the demand from their customers, and they were not able to react in the right speed. And at the same time, they ran out of capital by delivering the solution. So they were going back to T-Systems asking, okay, how can you actually help us? And T-Systems, with a dynamic cloud platform that's running on Intel scalable processors, that is running the SUSE Enterprise Linux, has been delivering the right answer to the questions. And the results were really stunning. So they were able to reduce their IT operations cost by 25%. And at the same time, we're actually having an outstanding reliability here with 99.999%. So that's only 5 minutes downtime in a year on this business critical application. The idea to have one system with one central truth so that you don't have to copy data around, that actually increases the efficiency quite a lot. At the same time, as we just said, reliability is super critical. So we have been working with SAP to make sure that we have future-proof systems that deliver the reliability, that are actually fully validated and certified by SAP HANA. And all of the instances, or several instances actually from various cloud service providers have been certified, and we have been helping to make sure that they run the best possible way. And that allows you to run all of your landscapes also in the cloud here. So obviously great solutions that we have been delivering, and the step from the second generation Intel Xeon Scalable to the third generation, our latest generation of Intel Xeon Scalable processors, has been delivering quite a step forward in terms of performance for those that need it, or if you want to have a smaller system delivering the right value and more performance, that's also a capability.
We've co-developed with SAP and other partners like Intel over many years our capabilities to automate failover of SAP systems, the whole stack, in many different scenarios. So cost optimized, performance optimized, multi-tier, multi-target, and it all works hand in hand with the various different cloud environments and also with the very different SAP systems and very different SAP versions. On the right-hand side, in terms of security, we have a couple of technologies developed over the last few years, also in close collaboration with Intel, actually. Let's pick one on the left, the Linux kernel patching. So we have a technology available and also vetted by SAP that you can patch the kernel, the Linux kernel, which is the majority of the security breaches, and without having the need to immediately reboot the system, which you typically would have to do. And in the middle, one of the well-known or actually pretty well-hidden secrets in the security world is that most data breaches are actually coming from the inside of a company, not from the outside. So we have developed a specific workload firewall for SAP HANA in collaboration with SAP that actually filters out those attacks that comes from the inside. We obviously have firewalls that filter out the attacks from the outside, but this is a very workload specific firewall that goes through rules, who's allowed to do what, when, where, and how.
So in general, we say we can reduce project cost by 32% on average. We can reduce the ERP downtime by 73% on average. And overall, we reduce the project risk. So how do we do this? Reduce project cost means we can do multiple projects in one. And this is how we can save costs, how we can save project cost. And doing it in one step, it also means that we have only one downtime and not 3 or 4 downtimes if we do it step by step. The second thing is reducing project costs. So you only have to ramp up one IT project, not 3, 4, or 5 projects, and you can reduce test cycles, etc. And the good thing is we can reach this downtime because the users are working through the whole project on the old SAP production system. So there's no downtime for them when we do the database migration or anything else. They are still working on it. And only on the cut-over workend, we migrate the final data from source to target.